Hello, everyone. My name is Khalid, and I'm part of the Match Guy team. And today I'm very excited to welcome Dr. Abdulbaki to the channel. Welcome, Doctor.
Hello. Thank you for
Hello, sir.
having me here.
You're welcome, of course. Can you please start by telling us a bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name is Mohammed Abdulbaki. I am a BGY2 pathology resident at Allegheny General Hospital. I'm originally from Syria. I graduated like 3 years ago, then came here to do like a research, and then at the same time applying for the match.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you told us that you're currently a PGY2 patho resident. Can you please tell us
Yes.
what inspired you to go into pathology?
Yes, so I think during my medical school I was volunteering in one team that helping a student, especially like in histology and pathology. I thought they're like, okay, I like this stuff and I want to continue with it. I did a couple of months of pathology residency in my home country. And at the same time, I was preparing for the USMLE exam. I think that's what exactly I like to do in my future as a job. And yes, I am now a resident.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, can you also please tell us more about what pathology residency looks like? A lot of IMGs, me personally, also don't know exactly what to expect with it, especially in the US. So, can you please shine some light on that part?
Yes, absolutely. I think the residency here or the training, it's maybe a little bit different than other countries in pathology. So, like, we have the pathology here. It's two different components. We have the anatomic pathology. We call it AB, and the clinical pathology, which is CB. The anatomic pathology is focused more on the surgical pathology, doing like biopsies, doing resection, also in addition to autopsy, cytopathology. For like a clinical pathology, it's like more heme bath, chemistry, immunology, microbiology, lab management. So the training here, when anybody want to apply the match, most of the program that offer like combined track between AB and CB. So it's like 4 years. If you are interested in one area, there's some programs can offer like one track, AB or CB, and it will be like 3 years. After you finishing your residency, you need to do the board. If you are doing combined, you will do two boards, and which is something I recommend for like you'll increase the opportunities of the jobs in the future, and you will do probably fellowship between 1 year to 2 years. It depends what exactly you like to do.
Okay, I didn't know that. So, there are technically two pathways that in residency a person can do who's interested in patho, either AP or CP. Would you say one is more competitive than the other? Like, would the combined track be more competitive than choosing one track, or is it the same?
I think most of the programs like to have a resident doing combined AB and CB, which is most of the program offer that. So if you want just to do AB or CB, probably you have less options than doing the both track, the
Oh,
both. Yeah.
that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk a bit more about the STEP exams. What do you think you did that helped you during your exam preparation? How did you start? What did you use? And how did you approach during the exam day those specific exams?
Okay. So like for USMLE, I started like at the last year of medical school to prepare well for the exam. Like my strategy depends on two things. First, solve like a lot of questions, because you know like you have a lot of questions in the exam to do. At the same time, using a lot of mnemonics like let's say sketchy, picturize, to help you to remember stuff. So I think both of this helped me a lot to prepare to especially for step one, as there's a lot of basic stuff that we usually forgot, like the microbiology and pharmacology and so on. Yeah, then after graduation I passed the step one and then came here to US to do like step two and applying for the match.
Awesome. Okay, and an interesting thing because I also talked before to a someone in pathology, and they told me that step one usually focuses a bit more on histology and histopathology slides compared to, let's say, step two and step three. So now, since step one is pass fail and step two is the marked score, did you notice any change in that in regards to applying to pathology? Like, would the focus shift to step two, or it didn't matter that much since the histology slides are kind of less on step two?
I think absolutely the step one focusing more on basic stuff, comparing to step two, step three, like more clinical stuff. I feel whatever you have questions, we don't get a lot, let's say, histopathology questions in the exam. You don't face a lot of like picture about histology, and they ask you, but what about the diagnosis? Maybe they ask more in microbiology, but like I feel in the exam that will not change anything if you are applying for internal, for pathology, whatever. Just focus on your exam, do like get marks as you can, and then for the pathology like residency, you have like different approach and you will learn everything in your residency.
That's awesome. And by the way, for everyone listening to us who are currently in the process of studying for these step exams, step one, step two, or even step three, do not miss out on our high yield notes. These are gold. And the best part is that you could get them fully for free through the links I will leave in the description of this video. And if you need a one on one tutoring session with any of our tutors, I will also leave the link for that in the description below, and you could book a session with them. So, Dr. Abdulbaki, let's talk more about some of the research. You told me that you graduated and then came to the US to do some research. So, can you please
Yes.
tell us more about that experience and how it contributed to your match process, how it helped you to match into pathology?
Yes, absolutely. So like I feel not a lot of people who's applying for like a pathology do the research, especially like in pathology, and not a lot of like positions are like available in the pathology department. There's a lot of research positions available in labs, but like not a lot in the department where like you exactly working with the residents and the attendings. But absolutely, if you can reach out to the people or read in the websites, you will find eventually a position. So as I said, I am an IMG. I'm interested in research, so I thought the best time to spend while I am doing my step two and preparing for the match is doing a research. So I came here to work like especially like in GI pathology research, and I feel doing a research or like any pathology experience here in the US can help you in multiple areas. First, understand the pathology training here, how the day looks like for the resident, what is like their job, like what exactly they are doing during the residency. It's good if you are interested in research, because if you have publication that thing you can add to your CV, most of them can do like abstract and send it like to big conference. Like in pathology we have USCAB, we have CAB, and I think if you got like something accepted for a poster or whatever and you go there, you will meet a lot of people, especially like the pathology ward is a little bit small and everybody know each other, so it's good
Mm,
to go there and meet people and so on. Something good also, it's like to have a mentor, to have a mentorship, because you have the residents around you, you have the attendings, you can ask them, especially about your application, about the interview, about the rank or whatever.
mm,
You can get the letter of recommendation from them, and it's absolutely in addition to connections, to know like people in pathology world. It's, I think it's good and help you a lot. If you ask me how it's important, like to and help, if that helped me really uh to match, I feel if you have the time and you are interested in research, it's very good to do it, but like it's not that necessarily, because not a lot of programs they have heavy research. As you know, there's like academia places, there's like more community places. So absolutely, I would recommend if you like research and you have a free time to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I 100% agree on that, especially like for anyone interested in gaining more in-depth research experience to go for research positions. But I do have a question.
Yes.
Since you're also an IMG, and I do believe a lot of IMGs do listen to us on this channel. Uh, a lot of people, especially IMGs, sometimes don't have research experience, or their med schools don't focus on that while they're there. Do you think having a good, solid research background is needed when applying for research positions, especially when it comes to areas such as pathology, where the research positions are limited?
Um, I feel it's not required, but it's also good to have it. Uh, uh, to be honest, if you got a position and came here, you will learn everything. And like the position is different, and they have like different responsibilities. Maybe
Mm,
you will work in just like small research, not in a lab, so you don't need to be perfect on that. Some of places maybe you will go to work in the lab, so they will like teach you everything there. I feel that will give you a push if you have like some research idea, if you attend some courses, if you publish some research. Even if it's like, even before I came here, I just have like some case reports and like correspondence and this stuff, which is I feel it's good. Give me like a push. Hey, I'm interested in research. I did some stuff. I know some like to do research in probably outside US in some countries a little bit hard, but that's will not like, okay, you will not get a position until you have some research. You can still do it if you reach out to the people and showing like, okay, I'm interested in this position.
Okay, I understand that. And for everyone who's listening currently, who are med students or recent graduates who might be interested in research and would like to know more about it, I highly recommend you check out the Match Guide courses, which are going to teach you everything in practical ways on how to do research from A to Z. You could sign up through the links I'll leave in the cards above or the description below, fully risk-free, which means you will get your money back if you are not satisfied. Okay, Dr. Abdulbaki. So, and during research, and maybe during also the electives, or basically any time you were in the US, sometimes people miss another important aspect of them being there, which is the mentorship. So, can you please tell us how important that was during your journey, and how did it help you during your match process?
Yeah, absolutely is a very good point, because like as an IMG, maybe we think sometimes, okay, I can figure out everything from the internet, just look in the internet, some search, and I can find everything. But I feel to have a mentorship, especially in pathology, as not like you don't have a lot of people applying for like, because limited position here in the US, so it's always good to have like a mentorship. A mentor could be like an attending, could be like a resident, anybody in this field, and like already have this experience applying for the match in general. So my mentor in the research, he helped me a lot during my application. He sat with me during I'm writing my CV, giving me some feedback, helping with my personal statement. Absolutely, in addition to give me a letter of recommendation. Also, the residents were helpful around me if I have a question, asking about interview. Sometimes people can do like interview for you, like to before starting, the match season. So I think absolutely try to find a mentor. Uh, Anybody could be remotely. Try to ask people who exactly in this field.
Yeah, that's awesome. So would you say that a mentor can only be found like in a research position, or were you also able to do electives in the US and maybe get mentorship from that?
Yes, I feel you can through research, elective. There's some website can offer like mentor. So like try to find anybody can. help you or guide you through the process. Um, as we know, that applying for the match, it just cost a lot of money. You need to spend a lot of time. It's 1 year to wait until match and go into the position. So I feel try as much as you can to know what exactly going on, and I think the best way to know somebody or have a mentorship.
Okay, that's awesome. So yeah, you mentioned a bit about how your mentors during your research years helped you during your application process. So can you please give us some tips when it comes to building this application process? Some tips in the ERAS CV or writing the personal statement when someone wants to go into pathology. What should they focus on?
Yes, absolutely. You mentioned also the elective or the rotation, and in the URAS experience, in the URAS CV application, you have the experience, as you know. I feel the most important thing for pathology is the pathology experience. Because as I said, it's different a little bit from other specialties. It's different word, and at the same time, it's like they want from you that you really want to apply to pathology. It's not like a backup plan, and I feel like pathology it's getting more competitive these days. So doing a pathology experience, it's absolutely recommended, and absolutely the first thing it's like elective or like rotation, whatever. That's the best thing to do. In addition to that, as you know, there's like the personal statement, which is from the name, it's like personal. You need to tell your story about it. I always my advice to start like early as much as you can. Uh, don't wait until the last week. Okay, it's just one page. I can do it in the last week. No, don't do that. Start as soon as possible to have your draft. Send it to the people that you know in pathology or like even like outside, whatever, your friends, anybody you know. So they give you your feedback. And always, I know you will have different feedback. I remember that somebody told me like, okay, this paragraph it's great, just leave it there. It's good. Somebody told me no, it's not good at all. So take whatever you can like fit with your personal statement, your application, and some like also I will mention something that a lot of people go a lot far with talking about choosing medicine more than pathology, and I feel it's fine to mention why did you choose to be in medicine. It's part of the story, but like don't go far with it. Talk more about pathology. So you need also in this personal statement to answer one important questions: why are you like applying for pathology? Why are you here? So I feel that's an important thing. Regarding ERAS application in general, I will go with like also choosing a program. In pathology, it's not like other specialties. They have like 100 or 1,000. We have around like 100 or more, a little bit than that. As I feel like if you applied more, it will increase your opportunities absolutely. But like you don't need to apply for a place you don't want to go there. So if you have any preferences like between academia community, if you have preferences for like which state you want to be there, so like try to minimize your like program. Also like in signaling thing, we have like 5 signals in pathology, which is it's all same. You don't have this gold, silver, this stuff. It's all same. Try to choose it like in the place that you want to go there. Maybe a place that you did a rotation or you did a research or you know somebody there or you like the area. So yeah, that's about like choosing the program and signaling.
Yeah, that's awesome. And of course, for everyone who are looking to apply this match season, I would highly recommend that you download our free personal statement and ERS-CV samples because, as Dr. Abdulbaki said, it's one of the most important pieces or parts of your applications. We have samples prepared for you for both ERS-CV and personal statement, so you could sign up through the link in the cards above or the description below, and you will get them delivered to your inbox fully for free. And also, if you need help or one-on-one help for the personal statement and ERAS CV, I would highly, highly recommend that you check our match packages, which include personal statement editing, ERAS CV editing, interview preparation, and match advising all in one package. You could find them through the links I will leave in the description below, or you could talk to one of our support team members and they'll be more than happy to assist you with which package would best help you. So, Dr. Abdulbaki, let's say we finally finished the ERAS CV, we finished the personal statement, we finally chose the programs that we wanted to, we chose the signals, and we applied, and then we reached and received the first email that said, "Congratulations, we have an interview." So, can you please tell us more about what to expect during a pathology residency interview?
Okay, so in general, the format of the pathology interview, it's like you will meet the program director and probably 3 to 4 attendings. In addition to the residents, it could be like an open session, all the applicants together with the residents, or like one by one. Every like interview around 20 minutes. I will say that or I feel the pathology interview is so chill, so nice. They just want to chat with you to know you better, because in pathology we care a lot about personality. That's why I advise before go to do rotation, because we spend a lot of time as a resident together. Most of the program they have between 3 to 8 like let's say residents, and most of the time we are in the same room every day, so they care a lot about personality.
Mm.
And about the questions that they usually ask you, I will say most of the time they give you more time to ask more than they ask you. So try to prepare for a lot of questions for it. Most common question that they start, tell me about yourself. I recommend here to like give like 2 minutes some information that you want to highlight, because probably they will ask you from this introduction. They will not remember a lot of pages from your CV, but if you said I have a cat, maybe they will ask you about your cat. If you said I was volunteering in this team, they probably will ask you about that. After that, they will go with like, why did you choose pathology? And this same answer probably you mentioned in personal statement, but don't just read it, try to paraphrase it, tell the whole story. It's like more chatting, give them like a space to reply on you also. Some of them ask like, why did you choose my program, like why you are applying here? And here I want from everybody to, when they have an interview from a program, go to their website, read about them, what exactly they have. If you know somebody there, ask them about their training, to know, like, let's say if you are like interviewing with a community hospital, so they focusing more in the clinical stuff than more research. So it's not like, okay, what research exactly you are doing there, because maybe they have just a small amount of research. Also, sometimes they ask you about what's your plans for the future, and okay, if you want to go academia, community, what's your fellowship? It's fine you don't have a final answer. Say maybe I am interested in that if you are interested in something, but also at the same time I am open to anything, because you are going to the training to figure out what exactly you want to do as a subspecialty. And for like let's say resident questions, it's like more just funny and nice chatting with the residents. You can ask them about their life, about anything you want, about housing, about food in the cafeteria, about like traffic in the city. So they are not really interviewing you. And as you said, in the part of the interview, they will ask you, but you are going also to ask them. So prepare your questions well. Try probably, yeah, sometimes they send like a list of the attendings or resident they are interviewing with you like a couple of days before. So go see what exactly this attending do. Like if he's doing like anatomic pathology, try to focus your question in this field. Or like CB, ask about CB. If his research like person, ask him about or her about research. Resident, as I said, is just like find nice questions, whatever you want.
Okay, that's awesome. So I do agree on that. Like, we should be fully prepared because some of the questions are the regular tell me about yourself. And important 2 minutes. During those 2 minutes, you should like be focused on what to exactly say. So again, for people who are applying for this match season and would like to get to learn or like study from now on what to expect, I would highly suggest that you download our 200 plus interview questions and sample answers to those questions. They are again available fully for free through the link I will leave in the description below. And if you'd like one-on-one tutoring or one-on-one help with those interviews, you can book a session with Dr. Abdulbaki or any of our other advisors through the links I will leave in the description below. Or you could also find them as part of the match packages, which also include interview preparation, personal statement editing, ERAS CV editing, and advising all in one package. I'll leave everything in the description below, or you could book a session with one of our support team and they'll talk to you more about all those details. So finally, Dr. Abdulbaki, to wrap up everything that we just said, do you have any final advice to give for current medical students or recent graduates looking to apply to pathology?
Yes, absolutely. Like, let's say, for the people who is like are doing their exams right now, step 2, step 3, whatever. In pathology, we don't need a high score in step 2. I feel the average is 230 to 40. If you have more than this, it's very good because you will be more competitive comparing other applicants. If somebody have low score, try to do other stuffs like more rotations, more research experience. I would recommend anybody to do step 3 if they are not done with it yet, or if they have time for that, because the step 3, as I said before, it's like more clinical area, and the pathology is like more training, and you need to focus in your residency when you start. So try to do that. And as you know, like, if you want to get an H-1B visa, you need a step 3 for that. So if you're planning for H-1B, try to finish from it also. I feel like, and I will say, pathology, it's a cool specialty. It's nice place to go there, but just you need to know more about it, and that's why you need a mentor with you. You need a help. It's fine always to ask help from people, ask about feedback, and absolutely, like, good luck for everybody. Any feedback always you get, always get whatever it fit with you. And yeah, I think that's it.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that wonderful advice. And thank you, Dr. Abdelbaki, for joining us today and telling us about your experience personally in matching into pathology and what to expect. And of course, for our lovely viewers, if you would like to work directly with Dr. Abdelbaki or with any of our other advisors, don't hesitate to reach to our customer support team fully for free, and they can guide you through the packages, the match application packages that I talked about, or anything else that we can help you with. I will leave the links for that in the description of this video. And please, if you find any value in this video, I would really appreciate if you could hit the bell button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button so you can get notified whenever we post future videos in this channel. And before you go, don't forget to check out our ERAS CV tutorial that you can watch by clicking right here. And thank you so much for tuning in, and we wish you the best of luck in the upcoming match season. Thank you so much.